So tonight, we're launching Lookup. We're launching phase 1 of Lookup, healing our community with hope.
I too want to thank you so much for coming tonight. This really is very important to Fort Wayne. You know, what it's all about is really an awareness, education, and treatment. Those 3 things, more than anything, dominate any discussion that you might have. Thank you so much for bringing this to the forefront.
Thank you, Mayor Henry. We want to introduce you up on the screen right now. If you'll all take a look up there. One of the things, as Marcia had mentioned, that's really preventing a lot of people from getting the help that they need is stigma. So we want to show you a video. We're very proud of it. It's called Look Beyond the Labels.
Mental, behavioral, and emotional health issues aren't rare. They're everywhere. And throughout Northeast Indiana, people are suffering. These struggles can't always be seen. They don't look the way you'd expect, and they touch more lives than ever before. To help our community heal, we've built a community of resources. Whether you want to raise awareness, find help, or help someone else, it's time to look beyond the labels. It's time to look up. To start the conversation and silence the stigma, visit lookupindiana.org.
Lookup, along with the Alliance of People throughout this region, has a mission to help give them the hope that one day soon they can live life free from the chains of drugs and alcohol. Let's demonstrate there is hope for those bound by addiction. If you'll turn to the balloons over there at first base. Terry, please lead us in cutting the ties that bind us. Look Up is for those struggling with mental illness. 1 in 5 people in any given year will struggle with a mental illness. They deserve good mental health resources and accessibility to care. Look Up, along with an alliance of people throughout our region, has a mission to help give them the hope that one day they will be able to live a life that no longer is controlled by their mental illness. Let's demonstrate there is hope for those bound by mental illness. Sue, at second base, please lead us in cutting the ties that bind us. Look Up is for those struggling with the negative effects of trauma. Trauma affects more than just our veterans. Post-traumatic stress disorder can affect non-veterans as well, including our youth. Many try to escape the pain through self-harming behaviors such as cutting, abusing alcohol and drugs, and even suicide. Look Up, along with our alliance of people throughout our region, has a mission to help give them the hope that one day they will be able to live a life that manages that pain. Let's demonstrate there is hope for those bound by the negative effects of trauma. On third base, Tyler, please lead us in cutting the ties that bind us. Look Up is determined to decrease the stigma associated with mental illness and addiction. Stigma often prevents people from reaching out for help. Stigma can cause a community to treat someone diagnosed with a mental illness differently from someone diagnosed with another disease, such as diabetes or cancer. Someone diagnosed with cancer typically receives a lot of support from the medical community, loved ones, and friends. Someone diagnosed with a mental illness does not always receive the same level of treatment or support. Lookup, along with an alliance of people throughout our region, has a mission to offer hope that soon the stigma associated with mental illness and addiction will be eliminated, and to give hope that we will all be treated and supported equally. It's time to start the conversation and silence the stigma. Let's demonstrate as a community united together there is hope for the elimination of stigma. At home base, Mayor Henry, please lead us in cutting the ties that bind us.
Well, as Kristina said, we need to work together as a community, and I know that we can. And again, I'm so very thankful for the partners that gathered with us over time to build this resource, and that will continue to work with us in the future to make it even better over time. Thanks again for being with us tonight.